Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to day 3 of our e-learning experience. I hope this week's gone well for you guys. I know it's been a roller coaster getting used to all this e-learning stuff. So I've been kind of going through that same roller coaster as you guys. But we're going to continue here with our new unit of continuity, conflict, and change. And what we're going to look at today is American imperialism. And I know we've looked at this a few times before, but we want to look at it again here. And what we're going to be doing is working on this PDF infographic right here. So what I want you guys to do is click on that PDF, that's the assignment there. And once you pull this up, what you want to do is you want to go to Tools here, and you want to go down to Annotate. Once you go to Annotate, go down to Text. Once you hit this text option, it's going to populate a text box you see right here. Okay, and as you see, I've already done this a few times here and moved them throughout so that I can type on it. But once you drop that text box in, you get that hand, and then you can drag that and drop it wherever you need to type. So that's what I want you to do to fill that out. Now, one thing you're going to want to do is come up here to the text, to that little A there at the top, and you want to go ahead, turn that font down to 14. It's going to start out at 24. It's a little bit much. And then you can change the text color. Try to do black or blue. If you get the kind of the lighter colors, it's difficult for me to read. So try to get the black or blue, just to make it a little bit easier for me. And then once you've hit that annotate and you've got those text options, I want you to hit this T right here every time you need to add a text box. Once you hit that, and boom, you see it just populates another text box in there, and we can drop that wherever we need it. Okay. So to go over some of the instructions for this, we're going to first, I want you to define American imperialism. So what is American imperialism? Remember, imperialism is extending a country's influence through either military or diplomatic means. So we're extending American power and influence. So I want you to explain that. Just give me a sentence or two there. For the rest of these boxes, I want you to try and give me 2 or 3 sentences explaining these different questions I'm asking you. So for this motivating factors one, just tell me, what was the reason that the United States wanted to imperialize? And one option I'm going to give you guys to help do some research here, and you do not have to use this. You can use Google. You can do your own research. That's fine. But I'm going to have this American imperialism Padlet on Canvas. And if you go to this right here, this PowerPoint, you scroll down, and it is actually going to tell you, we keep going right here, U.S. imperialism, arguments for expansion. And those are going to be some examples right there of some motivating factors. Okay, we had some military interest, business interest, okay, social Darwinism. Those are all different reasons why the United States wanted to imperialize. So that's where you can start pulling some information from. And if you go back to that Padlet, this is that same exact Padlet that we had earlier in this school year that we've used before. I've just moved it down into another assignment just so you guys can use that as one of your options for research. You do not have to use that. Then moving through, you can go through this any way you want. I think the way that I like doing it was going through Asia and into Latin America, and then moving to Hawaii and then Spanish-American War. But for you, you can go in whatever path that you choose there. And I just want you to answer these questions. How did Matthew Perry's trip to Japan impact Japan? That's just a simple Google search. It's really pretty easy to see what his impact is on Japan. And then America's open door policy. We've looked at that a couple of times. So I want you to refer back to that again and tell me what do you think that is? What did the U.S. do that resulted in it building and controlling the Panama Canal? So what did the United States have to do in order to gain that territory in Panama and then control and eventually build the Panama Canal? I want you to explain that process a bit. One thing I want to point out down here for Roosevelt, we are not talking about Franklin Delano Roosevelt. We are talking about Teddy Roosevelt here. really good distinction there between Teddy Roosevelt and Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt was president when we built the Panama Canal, early 1900s. So I want you to define the Roosevelt corollary. I want you to define big stick diplomacy. So just a quick, short 2-sentence definition there of what those are. And then for Taft, I need you to define dollar diplomacy. And then for Woodrow Wilson, we want to define moral diplomacy. So just those are basically, just treat those as vocabulary words. Just tell me what they are. For Hawaii, what imperialist motives did the U.S. have to annex Hawaii? So just tell me why in the world did we want to annex Hawaii in the terms of imperialism. So remember, the military action is going to be really important here for that part of imperialism and why we needed Hawaii. What territories does the U.S. gain as a result of winning the war? There's 3 territories there that I want you guys to hit on. Remember, that's Cuba. We're going to continue to have troops in Cuba following the Spanish-American War, but that was not a territory that was gained during the Spanish-American War. So I want you to get those other 3 territories. And then some causes of the Spanish-American War. Tell me why it happened. If you have any questions on this infographic here, please don't hesitate to email me. I will also be getting onto a Zoom meeting from 10 to 11 again, just to sit there and have some office hours where you can come in and ask questions, get help on any of this, let me explain some of the stuff a little bit further. So whatever you need on that. This will be due again. So, we'll do Friday. So this will be due. Let's do Sunday at 10 o'clock. That'll work. Sunday at 10 o'clock. So you got the weekend to get it done. It shouldn't take a too terribly long amount of time. And then if we go into this other worksheet that we're going to have on here, I want you to consider how your thinking changed about American imperialism. So what were you thinking about American imperialism before you went through this research, and now after you've done the research, what has changed in your thinking? And then there's keywords to know. These are just vocabulary words. I want you to go ahead and give me a definition for those, just a nice 1-sentence definition. Some of these are also going to be kind of helpful for your research on the infographic. So you can use these links to get information on the infographic. I'm perfectly fine with that. Just use any resources that you have available to you. Again, if you have any questions, just please don't hesitate to email me. I'll be on my computer all day answering questions. So just let me know what you need. This worksheet will also be due with that infographic as well on Sunday at 10 o'clock. So thanks, guys. Let's have another great day of e-learning. Have a good one.